Hi and welcome to my YouTube page here on Abeko Orchard. It's taking me long to come through with this video because a lot has been going on in my mind. Like, I can't seem to fathom because I don't know where to put the dot. It cannot be a bit of up and then some more downs. It's not explainable. It's quite. I don't know the right words to use, but this is not a jigsaw. This is just an off because Manchester United. If you're a United fan, I wonder what you've been thinking about. The team is in shambles. The team hasn't woken up. The team is still asleep. You know why the team is still asleep? It is because nothing seems to be working. Nothing simply seems to be working. The players, attitudinally, they are very poor. They are super poor because they don't want to put themselves into a game. Now listen. I don't feel the situation or the problem happening is with Ten Hag. Ten has gotten his bit to do with the team. Ten has laid down discipline in the team. He's spoken of what he wants to achieve in the club, and it's clear to all the lads. We saw Ten Hag take a bold decision to punish Cristiano Ronaldo. That is like a top level, having huge balls. And pardon me if I use balls here because we need to put it. It's a blank sheet, and we need to paint it as it is. So for me, I feel the situation or the problem still, doesn't stick with Ten Hag. It is with the players. It is with the Manchester United players. You take Rashford, and he's super slow now. I think the player who's only been consistent in the United setup is Bruno Fernandes. You take a look at the goalkeeper. What's his name? Onana. He comes in, and the performance has been up and down. I'm not just talking about just the recently ended game or the game over the weekend against Crystal Palace again, but I'm talking about gathering performances week after week, and it has not been it. It's just simply not been Manchester United. For how many years? You can count a number of years back, and you can see this is just not Manchester United because it's like the team is getting down the ladder. The ladder is there, the team climb up to a certain position, and it's getting down because Eric Ten Hag came last season. And I know when coaches come in, players would want to please, and it's quite acceptable that they play off, their shirt, they sweat and make sure they defend their crest. Yes, they did it last season. Yes, Manchester United seem to show glimpses of this season coming to do greater exploit. But the players are just like a Desica this time around. They are super lazy. Well, I was saying this the last time against Crystal Palace of Cameroon. I was telling a friend that I think United slowed the game down in the Carabao Cup just to confuse Crystal Palace, and they had a better luck that time because Crystal Palace did not seem to get themselves organized well, but they came back to Old Trafford organized, and we saw the glimpses. It was about organization, and the United lads went that fast. I've spoken about how they miss out on correct passing. When I talk about the spine of the team, if you want to arrange a good team, it's about the spine, and the spine is weak. The goalkeeper, Onana, is not consistent. In front of Onana, we do not have Varane fully. He comes in short, for a short while. He goes up. Maguire comes in. Later, Evans is there. Then Lindelof. And it's been happening. It's been happening. United's not having the right players at the right position at what time to deliver. Now, ahead of these, defense on the spine, or defenders on the spine. In front is the pivot, Casemiro. He's the one that's been touted to be the pivot. Well, during preseason, he was rehearsed with Kobe Mainoo, and Kobe got injured. But I feel that anybody that partners Casemiro, it should just be Casemiro sitting in front. No matter what the approach is. Even if United is playing the inverted laterals or adapting in that inverted lateral positional style of play, it should not obstruct Casemiro's movement, and he is the pivot sitting right in front of the defense. He's like the shield. So if you break him, you walk through the defense directly. And of course, we saw against Bayern Munich, United conceded a lot of goals, and it took, was it luck? Sheer luck? Can I say that? They got some 3 goals, but it did not show on a consistent basis. So you could tell that those goals were goals that came by luck. Then you move from Casemiro. Then you go to the player. I feel he is consistent, but he's looking for a lot of loopholes to fill himself in. So he's here today, tomorrow he moves to that position. It's Bruno Fernandes. If his role is different, he's the only creative player United is having now. But he seems not to be doing a creative job because he occasionally falls back and wants to come and play as part of the pivot with Casemiro because he feels that back line is empty and there should be, a lot of support in that area. But the moment he moves from the assume the number 10 position to drop deep in midfield. They affect United play creatively. There's nothing happening half front, and you go half front, and it's Bruno Fernandes because he's missing the front lines are not really clicking. At point in time, you see Garnacho fetching balls and moving with top speed and finding nothing. In the third half, United is zero. We don't seem to be having the right stuff sitting in, and this is a problem. I mean, this is a problem. How does Ten solve this? How does he solve it? This is attitudinal. He's laid down. I mean, disciplinary measures. This is what I want you to do. Do not come to training late. If you miss out on training, this is what you're going to face, a sanction. If you are late for 5 minutes, this is what you're going to face. And he laid down all these activities. And this is why it will worry you that United lost out on players like Mason Greenwood. I mean, we all humans. We go down at a point. That's just a teenager who messed up. We could have given him an opportunity, but for some selfish interest of some people, they allowed the lad go on loan, and United is suffering because today is Pellistri, tomorrow is Mason Mount, who's to play in a makeshift position in that area. The next day, who else? It's Martial, and the following day Martial is playing on the offensive as a number 9. The following day is Abysmal. The next time is Marcus Rashford. United is not consistent. There's nothing happening in the team, and I'm furious because I watched United first under 10, and there were glimpses that things were going to be better, and all of a sudden things faces down, and I mean, you cannot say this boils down to the sale of the club. The sale of the club have been in existence for some time and has always been. I mean, the players who lifted the image of the club at the point when the image was super down, when the sales, was still as it is now, but the players need to deliver. For me, it's with the players. I mean, we can see what Ten Hag wants to do. He wants to play like the way Ange Postecoglou is playing now. You see, Ange, there's a style of play, and I love how he's defined laterals in Udogie and the other guy. You can see what they are constructing. You can see when players are playing, there's fluidity, there's movement, there's solid passing upward, there's that bit of fast passing. Don't delay on the ball for a long time, 1-2 touch and then leave a pass in. United is not playing like that. And I feel if you're looking at a perfect picture of what you want to see United do, that is what Ange is doing at Tottenham Hotspur. That's what Ange is doing, because you can see his handwriting clear on the wall. And what can a coach do again? I mean, you cannot blame me on injury. I'm not here to defend Ten. Ten has had his bit. I feel he took certain decisions that did not sit in well with him. But this is a coach who's brought in the right players. You talk about Amrabat. We saw him in his full debut. What he can do. There are glimpses. We saw him when he brought. I mean, apart from Onana, which I feel Onana is now living the reality. He's now realized he's at Manchester United, but Mason Mount is yet to deliver. And I mean, we've seen Abysmal what he can do. I mean, with his positional movement, when he receives a pass, when he's to shield the ball and to lay a pass, that's quite clear. But I mean, United is in shambles. United is on the retrogressive ladder. I mean, you cannot see the team moving forward. And it's hard to look in this camera because it seemed not to work. I was talking about the spine. I've forgotten that fact. I was laying across it. But you look after Bruno Fernandes, and that is Abysmal ahead of you, because Rashford is on the flanks, and Abysmal is up there. But there are no connections because United has played for a long time without number 9. They do not simply understand this. It's like the basics of what Ten Hag would want these boys to understand. They are just not complementing. I mean, they just seem not to comprehend whatever that is happening, and they leave Ashmos running left, right, center, not knowing what he really wants to do. Listen, Manchester United need to deliver in the UEFA Champions League, and United need to deliver because. I don't know, but I'm scared to say this, but I know the team is going to concede. I mean, it's difficult to tell, but that seems to be the picture. Well, you know what? let's just end it here. I'm going to bring you a lot of reactions in a short while. Please leave your comments. Kindly subscribe. I do this with you. I've been seeing some few comments. I love them. Subscribe. Stay here. It's Abysmal through here. Like, leave a comment, share. Before you share, kindly subscribe. And I'll be reacting to your comment. I will be reacting to your comment. And let me know how you feel about this all important reaction.